What was I even talking about? See, turning 30. Welcome back. I hope you all had a beautiful Christmas holiday, are getting ready for the new year in 2024. I just got home from Miami. I spent Christmas with my family down there, and now I'm back in Jersey City. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Casey. I live with Ryan in our little apartment in Jersey City. Initially with this video, I just wanted to make a Christmas haul. I feel like I love watching Christmas hauls. I think they're so fun. I know that they can come off as like braggy and stuff like that, but I genuinely enjoy seeing what people get and even adding things to my wish list off of what people get. So I wanted to make one of those videos, but I was starting it and I was like, this just doesn't feel super authentic to me, like just going through everything, especially because I have been feeling a little bit down after coming home from Christmas. And so I was like, why don't we talk about that? Why don't we reflect on that, be vulnerable on here, which is something that I don't often do. So it's new for me, but I figured it would be fun and kind of like a therapeutic outlet and help some of you if anyone is on the same boat. I turned 30 in September of 2023, so I'm now a 30-year-old, which is really weird. I feel like I was always one of those people that I thought I wouldn't be bothered by turning 30. I think like the age of 30 was to me always just a number and stuff. And since I've turned 30, I've definitely noticed more like physical things with my body in terms of like feeling 30. But other than that, I wouldn't say I'm having like a life crisis or anything like that. But anyways, I think that's something that does come with coming old, with getting older, is just change, and as well as the people around you getting older too. And I think that's something that I just wasn't prepared for and I'm having a bit of a hard time going through now, especially around the holiday season. So as I mentioned, my family all lives in Florida, so I go home to Miami. And I'm the youngest in my family as well. Like out of all the cousins, I'm the youngest one and I'm 30. So everyone else is definitely just like getting older, and everyone talks about losing that Christmas magic the older that you get. I think that I'm someone that always just loves to infuse like magic and joy and keep little adventures going. And my mom has always been the same way with just keeping things magical and fun. And so that Christmas magic still exists for sure, but it's also just the reality, like I said, of getting older and looking around you. And my two abuelas are getting so much older, and sometimes it just brings a little, just as much as it brings joy, it brings a little bit of sadness. And that's kind of what I was going through this holiday season, like while I was back home at Christmas. And it's weird, like I said, it's a new feeling, it's strange, it's entering this new like 30s and what that kind of feels like. And so I got home yesterday and I was just feeling a little bit down and kind of just reflecting on everything that had happened. And I let myself have that moment of feeling a little bit sad and feeling a little bit down. And then I just like picked myself back up. And I think something that Ryan like said over the holidays to me that really helped was just like, I can't wait to have traditions of our own and to, you know, make holidays for ourselves and all of that stuff. And I think that it's exciting to have the traditions and the love and the joy that you had when you were younger, and to then like infuse that into like my future holidays and all of that. And so I'm trying to think of just marrying the two of those together. And I'm still extremely grateful for the holiday that I had, even though it was a little bit different. I feel like every time I go home, the holiday just feels a little bit different now. I think that also when I'm 30, I want less things. This was my favorite, maybe my favorite like Christmas in terms of gifts, just because there were a lot less than there typically are in terms of physical things. I think the older I've gotten, I've just learned, I'm talking as if I'm like 40, 50 years old. No, but I just mean like the older I've gotten, like out of my 20s, out of my teens, I want less things. I think a big part of that too is that Ryan and I live in a pretty small apartment in Jersey City, and I already have things stuffed to the brim in this apartment, like under the kitchen cabinets, like there's stuff everywhere. I think I'm very skilled at that, like making small spaces work. I actually think I'm gonna do like a 2024 reset video where I show you guys kind of taking down the the Christmas decorations and where I managed to fit everything, and just resetting for the year and all of that. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see. Also unrelated, but how cute is my little Pooh sweater? I just got it from Shop Disney. This was one of my Christmas gifts to myself. I had seen it all over TikTok, and when it went online, I was like, oh my gosh, I love Winnie the Pooh and I love just like vintagey looking things, so I was really excited. It is a little big, like it's very long, so I toyed with the idea of returning it, but it's really cozy. I'm taking it for a spin and I'm liking it so far. Anyways, back to the gifts and the things. So I feel like something that I love much more than physical things are experiences. And I've never been someone that's a big experience girl. Obviously I love planning vacations and all that stuff, but in terms of gifts, I would say that gift giving is my love language, and so is gift receiving, but thoughtful gifts. Thoughtful gifts, I love a thoughtful gift. One of the most thoughtful gifts that I ever received was for my, who knows which birthday, 20 something. And I went to Central Park. I love rom-coms. If you know me, you know I love rom-coms. When Harry Met Sally is my all-time favorite. And I went to Central Park with like my group of girlfriends, and we went to the boathouse and we ate where Sally eats with her friends, and they made me, I literally have chills right now. They made me a Rolodex, like Carrie Fisher pulls out in the film with like all of the names of the different men. I was with Ryan at the time, so it wasn't filled with men, but it was filled with just cards and notes from my friends. And so each card in the Rolodex had my friend's name and then a little note from them. They reached out to like my parents, my brother, like, so there were so many notes in there, and it was just such a, I think when someone gives you a gift that you can tell they put thought into, or something they got reminded them of you, those just, I love those kinds of gifts, and I love giving those kinds of gifts too, like seeing someone's face when you really nail it with the gift that they gave them. I just get so excited. It gives me flutters. So along with thoughtful gifts now, I've also become someone who really appreciates experiences. My favorite thing that Ryan and I do is that our big gift to each other for Christmas is just a little trip, like a weekend getaway. I made a video on ours this year. We went to Newport, Rhode Island, so I'll link that here so that you guys can watch it. But we had such a lovely time. We ended up buying each other like some sweaters from the KJP store, which was so nice. And I just feel like it's just such a lovely little memory. And the same goes for when I was at home. My parents, I feel like, gifted me a lot of experiences with taking us out to dinner. My friend Zena comes to Christmas with us too. She celebrates with us and my family, and it's always so special. She's come for like 6 years now, I think it is. But anyways, they treat us to dinner when we go home. They treat us to like other experiences, and it's just so nice. It's so nice to spend time with people and to, you know, spend your money on those kinds of memories and those kinds of things. But with that being said, I do love a little gift, of course. Who doesn't love, like, you know, physical gifts and things that'll make your life easier and a little bit brighter. So I wanted to share some of the gifts that I got this year. I love watching Christmas hauls. I love seeing what everybody got. I love like adding things to my wish list. I get happy for people when they're like, this is what I want on my list. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna share some of the things that I got, and I'm also gonna share some of the things that I gave, because like I said, gift giving is my love language, so maybe you'll get some ideas for future gifts. My leg is falling asleep, so I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit. Well, they're crooked. There we go. There are perks to sitting on the floor in the kitchen and filming these, but there are also downfalls. So my parents, as I mentioned, they got us those experiences. We went to a really nice lunch at Joe's Stone Crab. We went with my brother and his wife, and it was just really just a ton of fun. Ate a ton of crabs, wore the bibs, the whole experience. But they also got me a Sephora gift card. Ryan also got me a Sephora gift card. They know that I love makeup. I love trying a bunch of different things. So this was really great. They also got me some beauty blenders. I firmly believe that the beauty blenders from the like actual, I think it's called Beauty Blender, the OG Beauty Blender brand is the best. There is something about the like consistency of them that they actually bounce. Okay, I literally went to go get it to show you guys. I'm sorry that it's full of makeup, but anyways, they actually have like that bounce to them and it actually goes through instead of, I feel like a lot of the beauty blenders that you get at Target or stuff like that, they're so hard that when I put them on my face, I feel like they can't get into the little crevices, whereas I love the flexibility of these. I know that there's a word for this that I'm just blanking on right now, but I like the flexibility of these. So I loved the beauty blender gift. Okay, and then they also got me this little tomato pot. I love her so very much. This is from Staub. We also have, my parents got us like a cast iron pan from Staub for my birthday this year. I'm very much in my like cooking phase. I love cooking right now. So they got me this little thing. I love this. I feel like I can make so many small servings of things. I can even make dip in here and serve it at parties and cover it up. I just think it's such a fun addition to our kitchen. And then they also got me two cookbooks. I believe one is Ina Garten. They like shipped them here. They're not here yet, but one is Ina Garten and the other one is like, my mom was saying that Tom Brady recommended it. It's a book on cooking for your anxiety. I have anxiety. If you know me, I love rom-coms. I love makeup, cooking, and I have anxiety. Anyways, so I'm interested. I'm intrigued in the book and we'll see what fun recipes we can find in there. Okay, and then next up, some jeans. I was so excited about these. I am definitely like a curvier on the bottom gal, so I always have a hard time finding jeans that fit my waist and my thighs and all of that, the whole enchilada. But I've heard great things about Abercrombie's like Curve Love line. I still feel a little scarred by Abercrombie from when I was a child because I feel like I used to go in there and nothing ever fit. And I remember it being all the rage, but I was always crying in those dressing rooms. But anyways, nowadays they have this Curve Love line and I've been dying to try the denim because I've heard such great things, but they are always sold out online. And I feel like any store that I've set foot in, they're always gone or everything is just thrown around. So I was shocked when I walked in. This one was the day after Christmas. We went to like make a return. And I walked in and I was like, let me just see if they have any. And they had them. And I am so surprised with how great they fit. I'm not surprised because a ton of people recommended them, but like I said, I have a hard time with jeans. So I was like a little surprised with the success. And when jeans fit me well and I feel good in them, I'm like, I need to purchase these like this, you know? And so I ended up buying two of them. I got the baggy. So these were the first ones and they're a bit of a like baggier fit. They have a bit of like distressing on the bottom. The denim is really soft, but it's not super stretchy. I don't love my denim really stretchy. I like it to feel hardy, but I also want it to be a little flexible so that I'm not like, when I sit down, I'm not just like inside of the jeans. And then I also got these, the 90 straight, which I realize in my hand look exactly the same. I think it's just the same shade. I don't have any jeans that are this shade and I love this shade. It feels very like vintagey. The baggy ones are a little bit of a, not low rise. I won't do the low rise, but I'd say they're a little bit lower than the high rise that I'm used to, but they were still really comfortable. And these are still high rise. And they're really nice. They're a little bit long on me. Jeans are always long. I have really short legs, so jeans are always really long on me. But I'm hoping that I can find like a seamstress here. And I have one in Miami, our like family seamstress. Shout out to Vicky. But I'm hoping that I can find one here because I just need to cuff them like a little bit and then they'll be perfect. But anyways, I found those at Abercrombie. Also, a tip, I saw those in store. They were $90 each. And then I looked online because I was like, maybe they're having a sale or something. And they were like $54 on sale online. So when I went to the register, I was like, oh, are these on sale? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, they're on sale online. And she was like, oh my God, show it to me. Like we can apply the discount if you show me. So I showed her both of them and they applied them and I got both at the discount and I was like, yes, no harm in asking for things, you know? If she would have said no, I would have just been like, okay. And again, as someone with anxiety, I'm like, I get scared with this stuff, but sometimes it's really worth it. Anyways, so we got back into the car and I was telling the story of how I got the jeans and stuff and my mom was like, your father and I would love to like gift you the jeans, like we'll send you a little bit of money for it and that way, you know, you can have that little, those jeans as a part of your Christmas gift, which was really sweet. Okay, and then for my parents, I got my mom a little bracelet. You know how those friendship bracelets are super in with like Taylor Swift and the Eras Tour and all that? There's this brand called Kind Words Project. Let's look it up to make sure I'm not butchering that. Little Words Project. And they make really cute friendship bracelets. I feel like they feel a little more elevated than just the natural like beading make on your own. And my mom loves pearls, and I got Ohana for her written across, which is the name of our family group chat. And I put like 2 little hearts, came out really cute. And then the other gift that I got for my mom, this was the thoughtful gift, was a baby doll, like literally just like a like stuffed baby doll. My parents grew up in Cuba, and my mom was telling me how she wanted a baby doll so badly growing up. Like every Christmas she would ask for a baby doll. She never got the baby doll. And so I got her a baby doll, and she cried, and it was a whole thing, and it was just a really nice gift to give to her. And then for my dad's funny. My dad is very similar to me. We're very particular with our office supplies. We love office supplies. And so when I asked him like if he had a list of anything that he wanted, he sent me like Post-it flags, pens. He wanted like travel ad bill for the office. And I'm like, you know what? I know that those things will bring my dad joy. So even though they're not like Christmas gifts, like luxe Christmas gifts, I was like, I know he'll love these. So I ended up getting him those. And then I also got him, this was the thoughtful one, a candle. My family loves the Dolphins. My parents love the Miami Dolphins. They love football. Can't say I came out the same way, but they love it. And so I got them a candle off of Etsy, and it says smells like a Dolphins win. And it has like lucky game day candle. So you light it when your team is playing, when the Dolphins are playing, and it's supposed to bring you luck. And you got to pick the scents too. I picked like a coconut one because my parents love coconut, and it did arrive there like a couple of days after Christmas, but I just showed them a picture like when we were exchanging gifts, and they loved it. Okay, next up we have my brother. Danny is my half brother, and he just got married to Camilla. So they both got me this candle. It is an azúcar candle. So the brand is Bonita Fierce Mood. It says dancing like the queen of salsa. Cinnamon, sugar, buttercream, cake, honey, vanilla. This smells so good, and it's so funny because I was thinking about getting this as a gift for all of my family members. I always do like something small for like my aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff. And they sell little tins of these. I had seen them at like a local shop here in Jersey City, and they have like azúcar, coquito, like a bunch of different like Latino names. And so it was so funny opening this up. It smells unbelievably good. It is just like a sugary, vanilla-y scent, which I love. I'm a vanilla girl. So this just smells so nice. I feel like it was just such a nice little gift, and something that I will just light when I'm home, and it'll make my day-to-day better. And what I got for Danny and Camilla, I got them, they love like Asian cuisine. They had at their wedding incredible Asian food. They had like a buffet, and so I got them these Japanese barbecue sauces. The brand is called Bachan's, I believe it is. But anyways, they have an original barbecue sauce, and I got them like a 4-pack. So it's the original, there's a miso one, a yuzu, and like a hot and spicy, and they are all so incredibly delicious. And when he opened it, he was like, oh my god, we had just run out of the sauce. So they've used it before. They love it. I love that they love it. And yeah, you can use it as a marinade. You can use it as a dipping sauce for dumplings, put it on your fried rice, use it to dip in sushi. There's so many different options you can use it for. I feel like that is such a great gift, and something that's, especially for someone who doesn't like clutter or just wants something that they can consume, I feel like that's an awesome gift. Okay, and then as I mentioned, for my family, I do like a small gift every year, and my cousin Franny does the same thing. She's the one who started it. She had this wrapped a lot cuter, but she put this really cute little card along with it. Franny like designs adorable things. It says bye bye dead skin, naughty too nice scrubbing coals. And so she made these little coals herself. They're like saran wrapped, and she had this really cute paper on top of it too, but it says take a lump with you to the shower and use as you would any exfoliating scrub. And then it has Epsom salt, vegetable glycerin, shea butter, avocado oil, activated charcoal, keep in fridge to last all year. Merry Christmas, Franny and Chris. So from her and her husband, and they're literally just these little saran wrapped coal scrubbies, and I already used one in the shower yesterday, and it was lovely. I used it to like exfoliate my legs before shaving, and they were so soft after, and it's just a really cute gesture. For my cute gesture this year, I've talked about this on here before, but I made coquito. This was my first year making coquito in general. My boss brought to work one time, or like a couple of years ago, a coquito that I tried, and it was so good. Sometimes I feel like coquito, for those of you that don't know, coquito is like, it's typically a Puerto Rican drink, but it's basically got like evaporated milk, condensed milk, cinnamon. It's delicious. It's like a dessert alcohol. It has rum in it, and you just do like a little shot of it and you kind of like sip on it. And typically I feel like coquito is too watery, but this one came out like really thick and really nice. I just love the taste of it. So I asked her for the recipe, and I ended up making it for Ryan and I's dinner party, which I also shared on here, and we'll link if you guys want to watch that. But it got rave reviews from everyone. Everybody loved the taste of it, and so I decided to make like really small bottles for my family this year, and I gave one to everyone to like take home and have some coquito. They ended up drinking them all at the party themselves. I also made them look like little snowmen. I'll like insert a picture so that you guys can see. But I made like little snowman coquito. Everyone like dug into their coquito while we were still at Nochebuena, like at the party at my parents' house. So they were like empty by the time everybody left. But I got rave reviews. People are still texting me like today saying how great the recipe was, and I have the recipe linked on my Instagram at the Casa Verde, and I also, like I said, have a video that I'll link here so you guys can get the recipe on there too. Okay, next up, I love her so much. I got a Coach purse, a mini Coach purse, and this one is from Zaina. So Zaina, as I mentioned, she's one of my best friends from the Page program, and she comes home, it's been a tradition now, like she comes home with me to celebrate Christmas with my family. Every year we have a grand time, and so typically Zaina and I will get each other like 3 or 4 gifts, but we end up spending like a good chunk of money. And this year we were like, let's just get each other like one big thing. Again, we were talking about the clutter of things and having to bring things back, and we were like, let's just do one nice gift. Zaina is like really bougie. She's got great taste. So gift giving for Zaina is hard because she's got expensive taste, but she's great at like giving gifts. She's got great style. So we ended up going to the Coach store in the mall, and I saw this, and it was the same like pistachio green color as the purse that she had. And I tried it on, and I thought it was so beautiful. I love that it's like a double strap. Just be with my sweatshirt, but I love this like double strap concept, and you can also wear it as a crossbody bag. So if you end up going like that, you can wear it like this too, which I absolutely loved. And this ended up being a gift from Zaina, but also a gift from myself, like to myself for Christmas, because this was like out of the budget range that we had done. So I ended up Venmoing her. But when we were in the Coach store, I told her, I was like, if this ends up being like what you want to give, I'm okay with like Venmoing you some. And also, it came with a wallet. A little wallet was like the promotion that they were doing, so it came with a free wallet, which I thought was so nice. It's got like a bunch of space in it. It has a little back pocket. This was such a nice, this was like my treat for Christmas this year. And I got Zaina, she's been wanting Sambas, and she wanted them in like a cool color. But as some of you may know, those are impossible to come by. I went to like 4 different, basically our plan was that we went to the mall and then we just went our separate ways and looked around for things that each one would like. And I looked everywhere, and there were not even Sambas, let alone Sambas in different colors, but I did end up finding these Adidas, I think they were called the Gazelles, and they were really similar looking to the Samba, and they were a green color like this with the white. I thought they were really cool and very like style looking. So I got them for her, and I ended up getting a gift receipt, and also got them at Macy's so they could be like easier to return the day after Christmas, and we wouldn't have to go all the way into the mall and just kind of on the outskirts of it. And so we did end up returning them. Normalize returning gifts and like being okay with people returning your gifts. I'm very sensitive, and like I said, gift giving is my love language. But if someone doesn't love something and they're not gonna use it, I'm like, I would rather them get the money towards something that they want, which is what we ended up doing with Zaina. So she wants to get the Sambas that she had her eye on, and she didn't want like 2 pairs of Adidas shoes. So we ended up returning these. I got my money back, and then I sent her some money towards her like Dyson fund. So she wants to get a Dyson, the styler one that I have. She used it when we were at home with my family, and her hair came out incredible. I love my Dyson. I can talk more about it in another video if that's what you guys want, but I really, really love it. And so she's gonna save up some money for that. So I added to that fund, and when she gets her Dyson, I will know that I added to the fund for that. Okay, next up we have Ryan, and I already talked a little bit about our gift to each other, but we gifted each other our holiday trip. We take a weekend in December to go to a little town together and just spend some time, stay at a nice hotel. This year we went to Newport, Rhode Island, which was so much fun. We got each other some sweaters from the KJP store. But on top of that, we always say like no gifts, but we end up doing like a small gift exchange for each other. So he got me this beautiful, beautiful roasting pan. I love how the giant bow is on top, and then he filled it inside with a bunch of like some little, you know, favorite things, which was really sweet. That roasting pan is from a store called The Downtowner in Jersey City, which I've talked about like ad nauseum, but I really love it. They have a bunch of tchotchkes and cookware and stuff. And so the roasting pan was from there. I cannot wait to roast an entire chicken in it. And then he also got me some really beautiful earrings that were from the like holiday market in Union Square. So he got me, you guys see those? These earrings, which are like the, I think it's Bottega dupes, but they look really nice and they're kind of heavy, but I love them. And then he got me these little like, oh, this is kind of hard. These little like flower ones too that I really love. And the vendor's name is Gabriela Ceballos, and she's based in Miami and in New York, which was just really fitting too because I'm from Miami, lived in New York. And then he also got me some gift cards. He got me a Sephora gift card too, and I ended up using the Sephora gift card to buy some goodies already. So I got the Summer Fridays lip balm in their mint color. I love all of their lip balms. I have like literally every single flavor and color, and this was the only one that I was missing. So he knew that I wanted this one. He actually placed the order to go and pick it up at the mall, and when he went to go and pick it up, they gave him the cherry one, and they were like, oh yeah, sorry, like we don't have the mint green one. So instead he got the gift card, and I got that. And then I also got the Summer Fridays moisturizer. I really like this brand. I also have their SPF. I love this moisturizer so far because it's like more of a jelly consistency. I'm not a huge fan of very thick moisturizers or thick lotions. I like more like watered down consistency, but I do have dry skin, so I need something that's gonna lock in the moisture. And this is the Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream, and I'm loving it so far. And then I got Ryan some like fancy headphones for him to wear when he's like talking to his friends or playing games or working or anything like that. Ryan is wearing headphones like literally all day, every day, which is so sweet because we work in the same room and he wears headphones and I listen to my stuff out loud. So he's making sacrifices. So I got him some really nice headphones. His headphones had broken and I just knew that he wasn't going to spend money on like a nice pair for himself. So I got him a nice pair. And then I also got him an Owala water bottle. He wanted a water bottle to like have to drink water from home. I just feel like you end up drinking more water if you love your water bottle while at home, and I have an Owala and I love it. So I got him an Owala in like the space gray and black, and he's really loving it so far. Okay, now this next gift I think is maybe the most thoughtful gift that I got this holiday season, and maybe ever. Like, just so sweet. So Ryan's brother's fiance is, I love her. We get along so well. And when we went on family trip one time, I had a Baggu on. I love the like crescent Baggu. And so she bought one. She loves it too. We like share an obsession for them now. And is like sews and makes clothes and like turns quilts into jackets and all this stuff. And so she sent my gift home with Ryan. I came home, I'd had like a really long travel day home. I was just feeling a little bit down. And so he told me, he was like, open the gift. And so I read the little note and she was like, happy holidays, like whatever, in honor of you showing me Baggu and all that stuff. Here's your very own like Izzy original to you quilted like crescent bag. And it is so gorgeous. Look, like, I love it so much. She made this. Can we take a moment for her making this? So it has a little zipper. I love the like pink inside too. It's just so beautiful. And as I was saying, like just such a wonderful, thoughtful gift. And I'm so excited to just wear it around Jersey City when I'm like running my errands and everything. So cute, so thoughtful. And then she also gave me, I loved the little bag, this cute little bag of goodies. And this was from his brother and from Iz. I loved on the little tag, it said like to Casey from Josh and Iz, but mostly Iz. And so she got me like a bunch of goodies. Her sister is a writer and gets sent like a bunch of really fun stuff. So there's like a Dr. Jart in here. This smells incredible. This like Ellis Brooklyn Sunfruit body oil. I put it on yesterday. It smells so good. And there's like a curl cream in here and a little blush thing. I don't know. I love like little like makeup goodies and stuff like that. So this was just so sweet and unnecessary, but so sweet. And we ended up getting her something from the Downtowner, the store that I told you guys. So they have a bunch of stuff in this like splatter pattern. So we got her a royal blue like bowl and spoons, and then we also got her spaghetti dust, which I'm so excited to try. We haven't tried it yet, but it's basically just a little tube and it comes with like seasonings and stuff, and you use it when you're cooking. Like you just put it in your spaghetti, or what they used it for, and she said it was so good, was they put it in like olive oil and just put the seasoning on and then put some crusty bread in and like dipped it in, which I feel is such a good idea for hosting parties. And that was pretty much it. I hope that I'm not forgetting anything that someone gave me, but I'm very grateful for like all of the gifts that I was given, that I'm able to even like give these kinds of gifts and receive these kinds of gifts is a gift in it of itself. And yeah, while it was like a tricky holiday Christmas season, I think that everyone goes through these kinds of feelings and things throughout the year, especially during the holidays. And just as we're getting older, I think that there's going to be as you're getting older, there's just going to be new experiences and new feelings that you dive into every year that you get older. And I'm someone that change does like freak me out a little bit. Things being different freaks me out a little bit, but I'm trying better. I'm trying to be better at that, especially in the new year, to embrace those things more and kind of take those feelings as they come and see where I can go with them and how I can turn them into something nice. So I'm gonna try my best to work on that 2024 reset video soon, and I'll have that up. One of my goals for 2024 is to be more active on here and to just like learn more from YouTube and all of that. I've had a lot of fun like making these long form videos, so I'm hoping to do more. Feel free to leave down in the comments like any type of content that you'd like to see. I know everyone loves the home decor, and I do too, and I will get to posting more about home decor, but I also want to make sure that I'm being true to like what I'm passionate about right now and like what I'm excited to share and stuff. But feel free to leave a comment just to say hello or to leave a suggestion or anything like that. As always, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.